你有爱，所以我们存在。因为你有爱，人生笑开怀。因为你有爱，所以我们存在。因为你有爱，人生笑开怀。
全球的观众朋友准时收看《音乐有爱》节目。我们在今天的节目当中，我们为大家请到的是一支相当年轻的一个乐团但是他们其实成立已经有10多年的这个历史啊。但他们3位团员看起来都相当的年轻，我在想说，是不是学音乐的人都可以保持如此年轻的这个心啊？他们是享誉华府的孟德尔颂3重奏。
这个3重奏其实是来自于不同的文化背景他们分别是我们台湾人的骄傲张雅婷，以及来自俄国的 Peter， 以及英国的 Fiona。
是非常谢谢3位来到节目当中 ，Welcome to our show. Thank you so much. 是我们是不是先请3位来跟我们来谈一谈啊？你们分别来自3个非常不同文化的国家可以跟我们谈谈你们组团的这个因缘。
Actually, I met my husband in Peabody Conservatory when we were students, and Fiona Thompson went to USC for her graduate degree, and then she moved to the Baltimore area, Washington D.C. area with her husband, and we heard of her playing, and we needed a cellist, and so we asked her to play with us, and everything just started out from there.
为什么会有这么好的默契哈？是不是也可以请2位跟我们谈谈
？It takes a long time to develop that. It comes from listening to each other very attentively and performing many times in different spaces and different concert hall and recording together and basically working together a lot, and also speaking to each other about what each of us individually wants to hear.
What Peter said, over time it becomes a common language. You start being able to understand each other from movements and physical sort of direction as well as
body language.
Right.
You start understanding, and it's very subtle. You start noticing little signs. It doesn't happen to everybody, obviously. I mean, groups that stay together for a long time develop it more.
Breathing, just breathing. You get used to each other's breathing, how they breathe in rhythm to themselves. So I know when Peter's leading something, I know that when his breath pattern, I can tell when he's going to.
If you start a quick movement, and you go. if you start something slow, it's a little bit like conducting in a way, but it's much smaller because there are fewer people involved.
请你们谈谈，就是说你们这个孟德尔颂钢琴三重奏，好像是当初是一个教授啊，听了你们的音乐，然后去讲出这样子的一种感觉哈。那当初你们有没有想到你们会一直走下去？现在已经10年了。
It just happened we really liked the combination of the 3 different sound, and it almost sometimes can be like a symphony. It's very different than just playing. For instance, I do sometimes playing just with Peter or with Fiona, but it does not have that many different varieties. So the fact we can make it very intimate and make it really broad makes us keep wanting to do it. And the music business is not an easy thing, obviously. So that we just like it so much, we just basically step by step trying to keep going and see where we'll get to. And we are lucky that we get to do this for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it was not a planned thing. Start out with.
Naturally kind of developed because most of the string players in chamber music tend to aspire to be in string quartets, because string quartet it's a huge body of literature, and it's very rewarding for string players to play. And I also, it was one of my aspirations. I wasn't sure in school which one I liked more, but with this particular group of people, it's mostly because of Jacek as a pianist, and it's very difficult to find a pianist that is very good soloist, but can also play and do everything that solo pianist does, and being sensitive at the same time to 2 string instruments. It's a very rare talent, actually, and so it really inspired me in that direction. But also Fiona was also interested more in the piano trio as well. It's just through experiences, right, in school.
Plus, also, I think the piano trio, there's more for the cello to do.
Yeah.
I mean, in the piano trio repertoire, the cello is more of a soloist than the cello is in a string quartet. In a string quartet, I mean, yes, we have very nice lines written first in string quartet, but there's not so much of a dominant role. And so you get the nice combination of chamber music while still being able to express on a slightly more sort of challenging level.
你们在弹同一首曲子，在不同阶段，是不是也经历了不同的自己的一个情感？
That's of course. For instance, just the second movement of Shichiru's piece, we started out playing much lighter and more with a French impressionist touch. But then as we talked to Qingru about it, we started giving this more of a nostalgia and very slower, deeper, in a way sad feeling to it. But then as we get on stage, you can get a different sense from the audience. Then you play differently as well. And then we breathe differently at different places in different space. So every time we play, we change something. Yes. Not all the time that we like it, obviously, but we try to bring in new things all the time.
Even things like the lines that she's written for violin, they have places where there are small combinations of notes that I could read. If I didn't have opportunity to talk to her, I would imagine them sound more like an embellishment, like a little thing, so to speak. But she wrote them in as a part of melodic line, and so she sings it to us, how she wants it, much more specific, and then it definitely alters how you see it and how you hear it.
这个作品啊，其实。即使他也是受西式的音乐教育，但是他还是有很多的很东方式的这个乐句在里面。
是
会不会让你们会，尤其是像苏俄或英国的这个演奏者，他们会不会觉得需要花多一点时间去抓到这样的元素的感觉
？I think two of them are really great players, so they have a natural sense of how line goes. But in terms of the nuances, for instance, how the small embellishment, that more Asian flavor embellishment, they were really trying a lot more than usual to understand that, and that's why they were talking about, they had the luxury to talk to Chinru about it, because just unless you hear someone sing it to them, the timing is so different that they're willing to actually try and listen, but after they get it, they even say that there's some other cultures' folk element that's very similar. They can find a similarity between, right?
Absolutely. Yes, there's some intervals and rhythmical patterns that are similar to Russian, for example, definitely.
In this Irish, especially, there's one in the last movement sounds very similar to an Irish melody.
And the Spanish also, there's definitely there's some Spanish elements in the first movement. Yeah.
In one of our rehearsals, we actually had a little bit of fun of making it sound like Irish piece or like some Spanish thing, and it actually does work as well. So that actually shows you it's a good composition, because it can communicate to all the different culture and different people. So
the better quality music in general, it's the one that can inspire more interpretations than less. You know, it's.
最后也请3位音乐家来跟我们谈谈啊。您觉得成为一位好的这个音乐家除了所谓的技巧上的一个练习之外哈，你们可以提供给一些年轻的音乐人，他们在成长的过程当中，你们觉得哪些因素对于你们来讲是可以建议他们的成功的因素
？Persistence, will. I mean, obviously you have to have some talent. There has to be some talent there. But mostly it's a real desire to truly commit yourself to the existence of music. I mean, it's sort of a unforgiving mistress in a way. You give yourself completely and you get so much back, but you can't do other things. You know, you can. You know, you always have to come back to it. Yes. So it's not a part-time anything. You've got to completely give. And if you do, and you have a lot of willpower, you really want it, then I think it shows that those who really want it get back from it. If they put the work in, a lot of work in, they will get back, you know, a lot from it.
And I think particularly with Western classical music, you have to have a lot of respect and interest toward the tradition, because you know, there are certain physical aspects of playing instrument that one can master, and some people who have great coordination with hands can do it easier than others, but that's only an entry into this building. You know, it's only and it will be really sad if someone spend their life at just at the doorway instead of going in and really discovering it, and it's a lifetime adventure, because you can't talk to these people, you can't, and you have to read their letters, you have to listen to their music and try to understand and get through the layers and layers of other people's opinion about this music to have this connection, direct insight into what this music is about. It takes a lot of dedication and respect and time.
I think it's about humanity. So if you like people, you want to understand people, you want to understand what's around you, then you would respect music, because it's our creation. And then you will take it seriously and you work at it. And obviously, if you work hard, then you get the product. You get to enjoy it. So
it's almost impossible to reach real depth in music and stay a very immature person. It's kind of connected. It has to be. It requires certain personal growth.
好，我们要非常谢谢3位来到节目当中来，带来这么美好的这个音乐。Thank you for coming and your beautiful music. Yeah, we are very touched. Thank you so much. 希望下次有机会再来。谢谢，感恩，谢谢。我们的节目时间到了，我们要非常谢谢你的收看，我们更要感谢的是潘导播以大电视现场所有工作人员。音乐有爱，我们下次再见，感恩。